A Win Who Won situation is a pretty educational Book of Pooh episode. This is the first segment of the 14th episode of the first season, and the characters are all in disagreement about who won a race, and certain characters are saying that some of them started earlier. For example, Tigger and Rabbit are convinced that the opposites started earlier and got a head start, and they all try and work out what's going on, but they all seem to have a different story, and with Owl's help, they learn about perspective. And they learn that you will have a different perspective depending on where you're coming from. And I felt like maybe that was a little bit complicated to encourage children to think about perspectives without a physical representation. But then we had this great song about perspective, and it included the examples, various different examples, such as a tree. And from Piglet's perspective, on the ground, a tree looked huge. And from Owl's high in the sky, a tree looks small. So I liked that they then incorporated this physical representation of perspective. So I think it can definitely help children to start to think about what that means. And also the fact that people just have different views, and that's okay. And that's not just okay, but that's normal. Everybody has a different perspective because, well, as you say, there's more than one truth, as the saying goes. And I thought it was an interesting topic to cover. Also, including a race, it can encourage children to, have their own little races, their own little physical competitions, anything that gets children. Any TV show that says, thank you for sitting down and watching this show, now go and do something physical, I think is pretty decent. And the Book of Pooh represented that very well here. It's a great episode, the message is quite clear, the song is not the most addictive. Sometimes in Book of Pooh, the songs are gonna stick with you all day. This one, not so much, but it was still pretty good. We have some great puppetry work here too. Everything about it worked really well. Definitely a really good segment.